This is 25 to Life with Uncle Yashua.
Rolling down 109 in a truck. On my ride up to the light, that's what's up. Look to my right and it's a ride rolling up. It's Lucci telling me tonight we in the club. He got the 24 road Escalade. He got the Lamborghini doors like they blaze. His hammers ring cause that's how he was raised. His palace mob and tonight we get
Listen, I'm from the ghetto, the slums, the rats, the roaches, the bums, the metal that stuns, the addicts, the cracks, the crumbs. The level where funds is tragic and lavish is none. With rebels, they runs and rabbits like savages' sons. With Diddy and Biggie and swiftly he shined the mug. That city a pity with 50 took 9 of them slugs. This is 25 to Life with Uncle Yashua.
What's good, 25 to Life Testimony TV family? What's good, family? All right, let me get myself together. Why that look like that? I don't know why to do that there. Let me see. Why that look like that? All right, I guess that's a little better. Let me check my microphone. Make sure my mic sounds nice. Check 1. Mic sounds nice. Check 2. Where is it? Here. All right. Yeah, it's okay. I guess yeah, it's clear. It'll get a little louder later. I put up to 48. All right, because I know I'm going to get louder later, and I don't want it to peak too crazy. All right, probably going to get louder later. We're going to have some fun tonight. It's going to be a good one tonight. So I got something coming tonight. We're going to expose some things tonight. All right, let me put the, let me move that out the way. Let me put, that's my spray, my citrus spray that's what the hospitals use when I was sick. Spray everything around. All right, let me put, let's do this correctly. Bang. Oh, I probably lost it. No, I didn't. There it go, right there. There it go, right there. Here we go. Double click that. That'll open in 1 second. Come on. Let me double click it again. There it go. Let me make it a little smaller so that way I can see it. Let me come back to you guys. We are at over here. Let me go present, share screen, window, bang, share. Let me make this smaller so I can see what y'all see. I can't see. Let me see how big it looked to you guys. I could probably make it. Yeah, it could be bigger. Let's do that. Come over here. Pull this over to the side. Sorry, guys, I'm setting up the stage. We're going to get started in 1 minute. We're on the live. That's the difference between live and video. Live is a live show. You got to be doing everything live. Video is cool. You can make mistakes, edit. You can do all that stuff. Edit out all the crap. But live, you are live and in effect. It is no joke. I done got used to it, but it is no joke. You are live and on stage. You are hot. Welcome everybody to Uncle Yashua 25 to Life Testimony TV. I'm Uncle Yashua, also known as, I'm Uncle Yashua, also known as Uncle Yashua. All right. Now, hold on. Let me go to the comments over here for a second so I don't forget y'all. Shalom, everybody over in the comments. Shout out to Justo in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Lava Ya, Maya, everybody. Sister Roberta, Yahakanan, Hakyama. Sorry, I can't name everybody. Shout out to everybody. Sister Phyllis Richards. Shout out to my, oh my goodness, Tony. That's my family. That's my auntie. Shout out to Tony McCullough over there on Facebook. Love, what's good, Tony? That's my family, guys. Love you, Tony. Tony crazy. Tony is gang, always gangster. She one of them girls. She one of them black women. Ain't play no game. She was gang all the time. Tony crazy. All right. Shout out to Tony McCullough. Shout out to my whole family out there. To the McCulloughs and all that. My whole family. All right. Sorry, I'm getting started. All right, now. We're going to get started. She said, yeah, I was just with your brother, Kevin. Tell Kevin, I just told him the other day I love him. So sometimes, guys, the Most High put it on your heart, and y'all got to listen. Sometimes the Most High put it on your heart just to reach out to somebody and just tell them you love them. Just out of nowhere, out of the blue. So I woke up and he put it on my heart, and I wrote my brother and said, what's good, big bro? Just want to let you know I love you and I miss you. Just because, you see? Just because. When the Most High put it on your heart, just do it. All right? All right. Love you, Tony. Love the whole family. Tell the whole family I love them. All right. Let's get started. We're going to get started. All right. Now, we're going to, all right, how am I going to start this? Oh, the thumbnail. Diddy then drug the, they then drug the baby oil. Laria, could you put, shout out to the Bronx, New York City. Laria, could you put the title in the chat so I can read the title? Diddy the Diddler, the old Diddy. Now, thank you, Laria. The title is Diddy's Lawyer. They drugged the baby oil from COSTCO. All right. Now, y'all know Puff Diddy, Puff Daddy, the Diddler. No Diddy, all that. He all over the place, right? All over the news, because he is the next contestant on the Serpent Seed is going to have you for souffle. He is the next contestant on Serve 'em Up to the Devil because your card is punched, your card is pulled. He the next contestant, all right? So now, shout out to Victorious Ron in the building. Shalom King. Now, I, from time to time, are going to be doing updates on it, but I'm not going to be doing the same thing that everybody's already doing. You know, it's all over the place. So when I do bring something out regarding, if y'all see me do a video title, got something to do with Diddy the Diddler, just know Unc is going to I'm going to bring you something new. I'm going to bring you something that ain't all over the place that you might not have saw before. All right. I'm going to try to get faster with it. So sometimes y'all going to see just random lives with me or random videos. It's because it's something brand new, hot off the press. So on Wednesday, I got something crazy coming. A real deep dive that most didn't do. So I'm trying to bring you stuff that most people don't got out there already. Now, tonight, story. The Diddy, the Diddler. Y'all know he's screwed, right? Now, y'all know the 1,000 bottles of baby oil. 100,000 of beer on the wall, 100,000 of beer. With 100 happen to fall. I knew about 98 bottles of beer on the wall. I ain't know about no 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Puff the Diddy, the Diddler, the dastardly Diddler. This fool done had 1,000 bottles of baby oil on the wall. 100,000 bottles of baby oil. If one of those baby oils happen to fall, Puff Daddy's coming for your manhole. Now I'm just stupid. Y'all just let me be foolio. But okay, so we gonna enjoy it. This is gonna be a good one tonight. All right, so here we go. And then at the end of it, I got a story to tell. Y'all know I'm always have a story. All right, so let's get started right now. The Diddler, Diddy then drugged the baby oil. Y'all see look at that. Diddy oil. By Johnson & Johnson. Coming soon. The Diddler. Do not buy this for your children. Don't buy it for yourself. The Diddler. All right. Y'all already know I gotta come with something crazy, right? All right, so here we go. Let's get started. Shout out to Hempstead, Strong Island in the building. Shout out to New York City. Shout out to everybody worldwide in the building. Yo, Victorious Ron, this is gonna be a good one. All right, let's go. So now I'm gonna stop share that thing. Stop share. I got a video. Copyright disclaimers in effect. I do not own the rights to these videos for reaction purposes only. All right, let's go. Let's break down the Diddler. What he up to now? What the Diddler got going on now? Present, share screen, no Diddy. Bang, share. Now let me make this smaller so I can see what y'all see. There you go. That look okay. Let me make it full screen. All right. First clip of the night. The Diddler. They didn't spike the baby oil. Even the baby oil ain't safe. Ain't nothing safe from the Diddler. Hold on. I'm trying to move this thing over so I can get it set up. I can still see y'all chat. because we're going to have some things to say. I know y'all going to have some things to say about this tonight. All right, here we go. The diddler. Let go. Hold on. Right there.
We be having a real conversation about some real shit. Oh, not $1,000.
Now, y'all already know who that foolio is, right? Cat Williams. So Cat Williams is on it nice and early. Cat Williams got a stand up where he already talked about. He said, not $1,000, 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Y'all know his little loud voice. All right, here we go. Let's go again.
We be having a real conversation about some real shit. Oh, not $1,000. It ain't that much ass shit in the world. Everybody know that. PD's dumbass lawyer said you probably got it at Costco. Costco hit right back. We don't even sell baby oil. They put the drugs in the baby oil. You thinking you getting a massage? You can't even get up.
Hold on. Cat Williams is stupid. Hold on. I need to come back to the comments. All right. So now y'all know Cat Williams is a foolio, right? But Cat Williams been exposing a lot of stuff, right? Not saying I don't know what he into, but he been exposing a lot of stuff. So Cat Williams said 1,000 bottles of baby oil. He said Diddy, stupid lawyer, said he bought the bottles from Costco. He bought the bottle, and then Costco made a disclaimer that said, no, he didn't. Everybody trying to separate themselves from the diddler. The diddler is the Joker. He is the next contestant on Hell is Right. Or Hell is on Earth. The diddler. Even Costco, a corporation, said, no, he didn't. He ain't buy from us. Don't nobody want to have nothing to do with the diddler. All right, hold on.
About some real shit. Oh, not $1,000. It ain't that much ass shit in the world. Everybody know that. PD's dumbass lawyer said you probably got it at Costco. Costco hit right back. We don't even sell baby oil. They put the drugs in the baby oil. You thinking you getting a massage? You can't even get up. That's why God gave me eczema. I can't even use baby. I want to thank you, Jesus, for your smallest of blessings.
Yo, Cat Williams is stupid. Cat Williams said, you think you getting a massage, you can't even get up. Shout out to KD Kid in the building. Yo, Cat Williams a fool. He said they using Diddy baby oil. Diddy got all this baby oil. You think you getting a massage? He said, you can't even move no more. That's a whole fact. He said, I know his munchkin voice, right? His voice is a trip. He said, that's why God blessed her with eczema. He said he can't even use baby oil. He said he thanked Jesus for the smallest of the gifts. I thank Jesus for the smallest gifts. All right.
You thinking you getting a massage? You can't even get up. That's why God gave me eczema. I can't even use baby. I want to thank you, Jesus, for your smallest of blessings. I'm not lying here. I'm telling y'all the truth about me. I got one of the ashiest assholes ever to be seen in Hollywood.
I've been with him since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's about almost 3 o'clock now. He's just laser focused.
So this is the lawyer. This is the diddler. Puff Diddy Daddy, the Diddler is the new Riddler, like y'all said. This is lawyer. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, he need to fire this lawyer. Let me tell y'all something. COSTCO, Johnson and Johnson, everybody is distancing themselves from the Diddler, even his lawyer. See, common sense, you can see, I'm gonna show y'all tonight. His lawyer is secretly distancing himself from him. Now, understand, they're going to use you. These lawyers, now they're going to use you to get this bag, right? So, you know, this is a big case. He going to trial. I don't know why he's going to trial. I don't know if he is, but he'll be a fool. But anyway, you know, they're going to milk him till he ain't got not one penny left, right? But the funny thing with this lawyer is you can see that this lawyer is actually distancing himself from him while taking his case. So I'm like, dude, he'd be better off just representing himself. The devil himself representing himself, because he's selling them down the river. This lawyer don't want nothing to do with the Diddler. After this over, they're gonna go on to the next criminal on The Price is Right, right? So I can read between the lines, right? So here go the lawyer. They ask him about the lawyer. The lawyer say he's doing well. All right, listen to the lawyer.
Been with him since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's about almost 3 o'clock. I've been with him since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's about almost 3 o'clock now. He's just laser focused. He's engaged. He's helpful. He's confident. You know, we're going through our defense as we do every day. And his spirits are relatively good.
How do you explain the baby oil and the lubricants? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know. And, you know.
Did this fool just say, did he just say, I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. There's a Costco right down the street from Diddy house. This is his defense. The what's the name? The government, the attorney general and them, they just said they picked up the FBI, the Homeland Security said they got 1,000 bottles of baby oil. This fool just said, I don't think it was 1,000. Maybe 999 bottles of baby oil on the wall. 999 bottles of baby oil. That's his defense. Yo, Diddy, you got somebody please write Diddy and let him. Now, of course, because we want everybody to have their chance. We gotta have justice. That's the Most High calls for justice, right? You do an action, you have to have the right to defend yourself and weigh and judge accordingly and get the just due for your actions, right? We want justice for everybody, right? Yeah, my y'all, 999. It wasn't, I don't think it was 1,000. It was 999 bottles of baby oil. Okay? And this fool just said, so we want him to have his time in court, and we want to just do, and we want just measures. We always want just us, right? Just, that's what they give it to, just us. But we want justice. That's from the scripture. You're supposed to get a righteous judgment. That's called Yarad. We just learned that on the other Bible study in the Habarayang, original Hebrew tongue. Yarad means a righteous judgment. That's what that means in the original Hebrew Habarayah tongue. All right, now, so we want everybody to get that, right? So he deserves it. Even all the doctors, you still deserve it. Now, somebody can just write Diddy and tell him, fire this dude. This dude defenses, it wasn't 1,000. There's a Costco up the street. And he said America buys things in bulk. Everybody in America. And for my people, Yasha just wrote, he's in Canada. So we get people from all over the world that watch the channel. Yasha in Canada, you can speak up for Canada. I'm speaking up for America. There's a Costco not too far from where I live. There's a BJ Wholesalers, right? America's, some people do buy in bulk. The ones who got a little bit of money. That's true. those of us who live kind of day by day, we ain't buy nothing in bulk. We buy things in scarcity. We buy things according to what we need at that time, what we got enough money for. But when you're doing good, yeah, you bulk up, right? You go down, you drop some bag, you drop a money, you drop a bag in the grocery store or whatever, right? Now, if you're really doing good, you might go to Costco and the BJ's and get you the whole wholesale. But everybody, you might get. Now I've done this because I clean my booty whenever I use the bathroom. So I might bulk up on some baby wipes, because I use baby wipes every time I use the bathroom. I clean myself. You understand? Just a little TMI, but guys, clean yourself. Sisters, clean yourself. Don't just use tissue and water. That's nasty. Unless you're going to just jump in the bathtub or jump into the shower every time you poop and clean up. You need to wash the thing. It got relevant to tonight because Diddy is it's about the booty. I don't know. Keep Diddy away. No Diddy. I'm just telling you, keep it clean and virgin. Keep your booty clean and virgin. That's what I need to say. No Diddy. Keep Diddy away from your booty. No Diddy. Keep all the Diddies away from your booties. Keep it clean and virgin. All right. I need to state that so this don't get weird. Okay. But I'm just stating for Americans, and I'm sure other countries, the UK, Africa, Canada, everybody, they can vouch. I'm not sure I've ever had a need for 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Maybe a cup, maybe a big box of baby wipes. If you got a baby, maybe a whole big box of diapers, right? And baby wipes. You might have a cup, you might get a big baby oil, a big joint if you're doing a bulk thing, but you're going to mostly have baby wipes and Pampers. You might get a big tube of Desitin. And so I raise babies, so that's what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, right? I done changed poopy diapers and all that, right? But ain't nobody getting no 1,000 bottles of baby oil. So this lawyer talking about he is a Costco up the street. I wouldn't care. There's also a Chili's up the street too. You ain't going in there. You ain't going there buying 9 million tacos. Now that's his lawyer. All right. So I'm gonna let him talk. I'm gonna try not to talk too much. All right. Because I know people don't like that. All right. So let's let him talk. Let's let him explain. Diddy's lawyer explains Diddy. He said, good news for us. The diddler is doing okay.
I've been with him since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's about almost 3 o'clock now. He's just laser focused. He's engaged. He's helpful. He's confident. We're going through our defense as we do every day, and his spirits are relatively good.
How do you explain the baby oil and the lubricants? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know. And this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do. We can't get so puritanical in this country to think that somehow sex is a bad thing, because if it was, there'd be no more people.
Okay, so he said we can't get all self-righteous and puritanical and act like, the diddler, he got the right to have 100,000 bottles of baby oil, because sex is a good thing. Without sex, we wouldn't exist, right? That's true. Victorious Ron said, yo, King, it's a Costco right by that Brooklyn Federal Prison where the diddler is, 3rd Avenue and Sunset in Brooklyn, right? Right next to MD. This fool got a Costco right up the street. You definitely gonna need some baby oil in there when he go to prison. I don't know. The dealer might like it. I don't know. That stuff crazy. All right. So anyway, yeah, this dude fired. Yaha said, I told you, Unc, he might slide and hide under the alphabet boys, the alphabet community. All right. Yeah, this dude definitely fired. So this dude, all right. So I'm gonna let him talk again. Let him play a little bit.
I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know. And you know, this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do. You know, we can't get so puritanical in this country to think that somehow sex is a bad thing, because if it was, there'd be no more people.
Hold on. This is consensual. This the diddler was getting little underage boys and ninesomes and all type of drugs in the baby oil and drugs in the liquor and drugs in the water too. Now let me explain something to y'all. I'm gonna show y'all other stuff. I got a lot of stuff coming. He was not only was every liquor bottle, when you get to the party, the after party, when they make you stay, that's the one they stay later, every last bottle that was going to be served, that ever all in the bar and wherever, every last bottle was open and drugs was poured into it. This GHB, liquid ecstasy stuff that will put you in a comatose state. Every last alcohol. Now, for those who didn't want no more alcohol or didn't drink alcohol, every last apple juice, every last orange juice, every last Tropicana, and every last water. They had their own water. I think it was called Aqua Hydro or something. You know, he invested in water and stuff, right? They were all opened and drugged. So for those who are like, man, I'm not drinking nothing, the water, I'll take a bottle of water. The diddler is nasty. The diddler had everything open and drugged. Even the weed. For those who didn't drink and be like, nah, I'm good. The weed was laced. Even the cigarettes. For those who like, I don't drink. I'm not smoking no weed. I'm not trying to do, I got a cigarette for you. Everything was laced. Everything. He probably had the doggone, the armchair where you sit down probably had liquid GHB on the thing. The diddler was trying to get you. He was trying to get you no matter what. So this lawyer talking about consensual. Ain't nothing consensual about being drugged. Ain't nothing consensual about him hiring all these sex workers and all these men to violently, and then the little kids and stuff, that's going to come out on the next one. I got some real stuff coming out on the next one. I got some real traumatizing stuff coming out on the next one. All right. Tonight, just a little fun. Here we go.
And the lubricants, 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know. And you know, this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do. You know, we can't get so puritanical in this country to think that somehow sex is a bad thing, because if it was, there'd be no more people.
How do you explain?
First of all, that ain't sex. What? So listen, lawyer man, sex between a man and a woman, that's how you bring forth more people. The diddler was going after you, fool. That ain't bringing forth no more people. You don't bring forth people. With what a joke. I like his name too, Holy Moly. Yo, Holy Moly, what a joke of a lawyer. That's a proper name for this lawyer, Holy Moly. What kind of lawyer is this? Okay? All right, now let's let him talk.
Consensual adults do. You know, we can't get so puritanical in this country to think that somehow sex is a bad thing, because if it was, there'd be no more people.
How do you explain the baby oil and the lubricants? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
It ain't that much ass shit in the world. Everybody know that.
How do you explain the baby oil and the lubricants? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know.
All right, here we go. Stop the lies. Costco denies selling baby oil after Diddy's lawyer claims 1,000 came from the store. A spokesperson for Costco tells TMZ none of the companies in the United States locations carry any baby oil. So Costco came out and said the devil's a lie. we ain't, Costco said, no Diddy. We ain't got nothing to do with it. Costco said a spokesperson for Costco told TMZ that none of the companies in the United States locations even carry baby oil. That's what Cat Williams, shout out Sister Roberta. That's what Cat Williams was talking about, right? Costco said, no Diddy. Costco said, we don't even carry baby oil. Even though Diddy's attorney, Mark, whatever his name, previously claimed that the rap mogul may have bought the items in bulk at the member-only warehouse retailer. So Costco said, no, none of the companies in the United States locations carry any baby oil. I don't know if it's true or not, but one thing I do know is they distancing themselves through it. Okay? All right, here we go.
How do you explain the baby oil and the lubricants? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know.
You probably got it at Costco. Costco hit right back. We don't even sell baby oil.
You know, this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do, you know?
TD Jakes at Diddy Freak Off Party.
Black, get him black, fuck him off, get him right, tighten up.
TD Jakes at Diddy Freak Off Party.
Black, get him black.
Hold on. I'm just being stupid tonight. Y'all know Unc gonna have, y'all know Unc gonna have some fun tonight, right? I'm just gonna be Fulio tonight. We're gonna laugh tonight. On Wednesdays, some dark stuff coming. It's gonna get real strong, real powerful, right? Real good. It's gonna be a very good lesson, right? But tonight we're gonna laugh tonight, right? So this, first of all, listen to me, so-called black men, so-called black people. Ain't no black man in the world should you ever in any circumstances be doing this right here. What is Pop doing on the floor? Now, the funny thing, y'all know TikTok is a trick. This TikTok said this TD Jakes had a Pump Daddy freak off. This fool ain't no, y'all excuse the little curse in the, if anything plays a curse, y'all excuse it. I tried to edit it out, but, you know, it was a lot. All right, listen to this. This is just for live purposes. Watch this.
TD Jakes at Diddy Freak Off Party.
Black, get him black, fuck him off, get him right, tighten up.
TD Jakes at Diddy Freak Off Party.
Black, get him black, fuck him off, get him right, tighten up.
TD Jakes at Diddy Freak Off Party.
I had to do a Trey Larry. I said I thought that was actually TD Jakes. First of all, that dude looked like a silverback gorilla on the ground moving like that. That old man can move. I know that much. Pop can move. But Pop, what are you doing? You talk about throwing it back. What are you doing, bro? You know, yeah, the sister in the corner, they promote. Guys, don't y'all ever applaud this. I don't know what kind of convention, community center. You know, you can tell this is some old wedding in a Martin Luther King community center somewhere. He's sliding all over the floor. Don't ever, that's what's wrong with our people right here. Y'all do way too much. Y'all doing TMI. This is way too much.
Freak Off Party.
Black, get him black, fuck him off, get him right, tighten up.
And you know, this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do. You know, we can't get so puritanical in this country to think that somehow sex is a bad thing, because if it was, there'd be no more people.
Costco hit right back. We don't even sell baby oil.
I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. I think he is very eager to tell his story. And I think he will tell every part of his story, including what you see on the video. So I expect it's going to be explained by the both of them. They call them freak-offs. But
All right. So he said he don't think he can keep the diddler off the stand. This fool, he need to fire this dude. This dude, he is already the sold Puff Daddy out. If I was Diddler's lawyer, the first thing I would tell him is to stay, or you don't need to be nowhere near nobody's stand making no testimony. All right? This fool talking about he don't think he can keep him off the stand.
I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. I think he is very eager to tell his story. And I think he will tell every part of his story, including what you see on the video. So I expect it's going to be explained by the both of them. They call them freak.
You think he gonna tell every part of his story? He gonna explain and what? Get himself 9,000 years in prison? You can't explain 1,000 of bottles of baby oil on the wall and drugs in the baby oil and all the videos and all the little kids he done groped and then, oh my goodness, this thing gonna be nasty. Wait till Wednesday. Y'all gonna see some stuff. Y'all need to sit down, make sure you get your Pepto-Bismol, because y'all might throw up from some of the stuff I'm about to bring out on Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm deep diving. All right, I'm going in. So I got some stuff that ain't been shown. Like I said, I got some stuff. I don't know what 50 got when he make his documentary, but I got some stuff that ain't been out yet. And it's disgusting. So that's coming on Wednesday. I'm still preparing it. The reason why it's taking so long is, you know me, I put it together. So I'm preparing it. So this fool talking about he going on the stand. He trying to sell. Know why? Because he wants to rake this trial for all the money he can. He don't care about Diddy. Diddy get 9 million years in jail. He trying to have his voice. He trying to be famous. And he like, yeah, I'm going to put him on the stand.
I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. I think he is very eager to tell his story. And I think he will tell every part of his story, including what you see on the video. So I expect it's going to be explained by the both of them. They call them freak-offs. But, you know, back when I was a kid in the late 70s, they were called threesomes.
If these are genuine.
You heard him? He said they call them freak-offs. But back when I was a kid, we used to call them threesomes. Mr. Fulio, stupid lawyer man. Those freak-offs wasn't just threesomes. There was foursomes, fivesomes, sixsomes, sevensomes, tensomes, drugs, whips, handcuffs, mouth taped, enslavement. There was trafficking. There was beatings. There was rapings. There was what in the world? Yeah, we heard of threesomes back in the 70s and all that. I don't know what he was doing, this lawyer. But I remember back in the days when we was little kids, the threesome was let's not even talk about it. Let's not discuss the sin we used to do when we was little. But it didn't involve no man with another man. It always involved guys and a girl. They used to call it a menage a trois. That's where Nicki Minaj get her name from. So for you youngsters, this is older people stuff. Back in the days, it used to be called a menage a trois. And it was you and your homie trying to smash a chick, or, you know, it was one chick. I'll take both of y'all or something. You know what I mean? Or you and two girls. Okay? That's just what I know. That's some sick stuff. That's about as sick as it got. All right? Now, if it was you and two girls, and I did that when I was young before, and they were twins. I'm gonna tell that story in the 25 Light. It didn't end too well. They were twins. They were cute too, and they wanted me, and we did it. I was young. We was in high school, and I ain't gonna say their name, and but it's gonna be funny when I tell the story. Oh, this is the 25 Light. I'm gonna tell the story here. It was funny. It didn't end. It didn't end good, right? But that's as far as the threesome thing. And now, you know, we picked that up because that's what was, you know, in the streets, you know, back in the days, right? And they had a thing called a train. Now, we don't promote none of that. But none of that had nothing to do with men and drugs and graping and baby oil and all type of sexual trafficking and all that and pedo stuff, okay? Now, so this lawyer is trying to say Like, back in the days, it was called a threesome. For those who didn't know, Nicki Minaj, that name come from menage a trois. That's what they used to call it, a threesome. But it didn't involve all that. I'm not promoting none of that crap, right? It's just the stuff we did in our sin when we were young. Most people ain't like me. They don't tell. I'm transparent on everything. I gotta tell everything because my life is a testimony, so that the people who I minister to, they understand who I really am and everything. So everything is transparent, right? But everybody don't gotta be that way. All right. So just explain that for the youngsters that yeah, that was a thing. So that's his defense about a threesome. Diddy crazy. Diddy was handcuffing stuff and all type of psycho sick stuff. All right, this lawyer needs to be fired. All right, here we go.
Be explained by the both of them. They called them freak-offs. But, back when I was a kid in the late 70s, they were called threesomes.
If these are genuinely threesomes, how do you explain 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
I don't know where the number 1,000 came.
The U.S. attorney said it.
I can't imagine it's thousands. I mean, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way. I don't know what you need.
What? Where did he get this lawyer from? Sesame Street? Yeah. Where they get this lawyer from? Y'all watch the trolls. Where they get this lawyer from? Yo, this lawyer just said, he said, I don't know where they get the 1,000 number from. And the dude said, and I think that's a TMZ dude, he said, from the doggone Homeland Security. They said it was 1,000. I'm not sure about that. He said, why would you need 1,000 bottles of baby oil? At your client, fool. This is not helping the dealer one bit. That this is lawyer that's why I said, guys, I could read between the lines. He's actually distancing himself from the behavior, because he literally said, I don't know why you would need 1,000 bottles of baby oil. See? So right there, he's actually incriminating. He actually saying, I don't know why. Well, they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil with your, shout out to Drizzy in the building, with your client, and you stupid, he's selling them out. This is a public sellout from your lawyer selling you out. I don't know why you would need 1,000. Bro, I'll be like, bro, whose side you on? Yeah, straight underhanded, right? So he can so he's serving them up so that he can still become famous from this trial, make all this money. At the same time, he could say later, I locked him up. All right, listen.
With anything?
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant.
Hold on.
Imagine it's thousands. When I think he will tell every part of his story, including what you see on the video. So I expect it's going to be explained by the both of them. They called them freak-offs. But, back when I was a kid in the late 70s, they were called threesomes.
If these are genuinely threesomes, how do you explain 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
I don't know where the number 1,000 came.
The U.S. attorney said it.
I can't imagine it's thousands. I mean, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
You not sure what the baby oil has to do with anything? The man has freak-offs with little kids and women and sex workers and chains and whips and 12 hours and drugs and 1,000 bottles. You don't know what the 1,000 bottles of baby oil got to do with anything? With 0 condoms. That part just blows my mind on everything. 1,000 bottles of baby oil on the wall, but no condoms.
Anything?
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant.
It's thousands.
Genuinely threesomes. How do you explain 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
I don't know where the number 1,000 came.
The U.S. attorney said it.
I can't imagine it's thousands. I mean, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way. I don't know what you need 1,000 for. I mean, he has a big house. He buys in bulk. I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home. I mean, have you sat in a...
Do you hear his defense? Yeah, this is his real. You hear his defense? He has a big home. So I guess he got 1,000 rooms. He need a bottle of baby oil in every room or something. This is the fence. He got a big home. There's a Costco in every neighborhood. What? Costco is like, listen, bro, we do not say, hell, Costco like, listen, you are not about to put us in the diddler. This crazy. Look, Roberta said the lawyer probably been to a white party or freak off himself and getting a pay. Yeah, this is insane. I'm like, this is his attorney. Yasha said, does he even know what his client's being charged with? Exactly. He act like, I don't know what one bottle of baby oil goes a long way. What was you doing, lawyer man? I'm sorry, guys, but one bottle of baby oil goes a long way for what? I'm sorry, but I ain't never used baby oil for nothing but, I guess, to put on my baby. At one time, you put it on yourself. I don't know, maybe if you doing a weightlifting competition and they oil up so they can shine. I don't know what the lawyer was doing. He talked about one bottle of baby oil goes a long way. Well, then your client had 1,000. So what does that say? Drizzy said, that's like getting 1,000 cans of Murray for your waves. I'm serious, right? This lawyer done sold him out already. He already done been sold out. All right, here we go. Let me let him talk. Let's let this fool your lawyer. This lawyer's a trip. I don't know where he got him from. He got him from the candy store or something. Where he got him from? You know the little bubblegum machine we used to have when we was little? You put a quarter in and turn it, and the bubblegum thing come down? You eat the thing. This he got him out of that. Oh, he picked him up at the claw machine when you at the carnival. The claw machine. He picked this dude up out the claw machine or something. I don't know where he got this dude from. All right, here we go.
See on the video. So I expect it's going to be explained by the both of them. They called them freak-offs. But, back when I was a kid in the late 70s, they were called threesomes.
If these are genuinely threesomes, how do you explain 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
I don't know where the number 1,000 came.
The U.S. attorney said it.
I can't imagine it's thousands. I mean, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way. I don't know what you need 1,000 for. I mean, he has a big house. He buys in bulk. I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home. I mean, have you sat in the parking lot of a Costco and see what people walk out of there with?
Not 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was. Let's just say.
That is a fact. You got him out of Cracker Jack box. He said, have you ever sat in the parking lot of Costco and see what people come out of there? Homie said, not 1,000 bottles of baby oil. I know that's right. And then he immediately went, I don't think it was 1,000 bottles. I think it was 999.9. This fool, this is his defense. I don't think it was 1,000 bottles. Now let's see what he got to say about that one. He said, did you ever see what people come out of Costco with?
Bottles of baby oil.
I don't know where the number 1,000 came.
The U.S. attorney said it.
I can't imagine it's thousands. I mean, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way. I don't know what you need 1,000 for. I mean, he has a big house. He buys in bulk. I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home. I mean, have you sat in the parking lot of a Costco and see what people walk out of there with?
Not 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was. Let's just say it's a lot. Okay.
Let's just say it's a lot. Yes, I agree with you, Sister Roberta. He ain't stupid at all. This is an attorney. Very expensive attorney. Diddy ain't stupid. Diddy is manipulative. Diddy is a dark, a satanic, evil genius, right? So he's not going to hire just some idiot juice lawyer. The lawyer, Sister Roberta said, that man ain't stupid. He playing mind games. Just lie with a straight face and acts like you got your law degree from a graduate box. The New York bar is one of the hardest to pass. Absolutely, Sister Roberta. That's the point that I'm talking about. This man is not a fool. This is a brilliant mind play. That's why I said he's serving him up, as Yahakana said, underhanded. with while building, getting the money from, he gonna drain the mess out of Diddy. If he can, he'll get him on the stand. He's gonna serve him up over so that they, as they're doing their golfing outings with the Supreme Court and you know, these judges and all that stuff, when they playing golf and they in they after hour freak off parties, yeah, them too. When they in their own freak off parties, they like, oh, you got the diddler. Oh yeah, that was funny. You served up, yeah, $1,000. He like, right? That's a good word. That's exactly what I'm pointing out. So even though I'm making jokes and I'm saying we get him from a Cracker Jack box and all that, the lawyer is just selling him out. That's why I said earlier, I said he need to fire him and actually represent himself because he's being sold out. All right. This is a very expensive lawyer, right? And she's totally correct. And the Southern District of the United States is where they the SD, that's the number one conviction rate. They actually nasty with it. You ain't getting out of theirs. They want to do illegal stuff to make sure. So this dude going against the Southern District, they all rock together, guys. It's like the politician, the political thing. Two wings of the same bird, right? So you think now if your money is right and the power serpents, the top serpents aren't against you, you could get a lawyer team that could get you out. You can actually pay your way out. But the whole system is selling Diddy out. It's his time to pay the piper, right? So this is orchestrated, all right? So that's why ain't nobody getting them out. This is going to get worse. All right, here we go. Next clip.
Is thousands. I mean, you know, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way. I don't know what you need 1,000 for. I mean, he has a big house. He buys in bulk. You know, I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home. I mean, have you sat in the parking lot of a Costco and see what people walk out of there with?
Not 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was. Let's just say it's a lot. Okay.
It's not baby oil. It's GHB. Who has 1,000 bottles of baby oil? If baby oil was such a big part of all these parties and all the things that Diddy did to his victims, some celebrities would have made a joke about it here and there. We would have heard about it. Especially Chrissy Teigen couldn't be paid to shut her mouth. That bitch would have cracked a joke about it, for sure. I just watched this man's TikTok about how it's not a baby oil. It has to be laced with drugs. So as I'm reading the comments, someone said, that's why Jaguar Wright said in one of her interviews at the end, she said, blink twice. Blink Twice was a movie with Channing Tatum. He would spray perfume onto women who would make them forget everything. So then somebody else in the comments said, yeah, and GHB is slippery. So I look up, what is it called on the street? Look at the last one, liquid ecstasy. Side effects that include seizures and comas.
Look. GHB was used clinically as an anesthetic in the 1960s, but it was withdrawn due to side effects that included seizures and comas. All right? It has been implicated in a number of crime types, most notably in drug-facilitated sexual assault. That's what's in the baby oil. That's what's in the weed. That's what was in the liquor. That's what was in everything. He laced everything with this liquid ecstasy. All right. Now, it would within 5 to 7 minutes, it initiates. It brings on a first stage is euphoria. Now, it also depends on how strong it is. Now, it's like when you're dealing with drugs, heroin or something, and you make it too pure, it could cause death and overdose. So you have to cut it and strain it. So Diddy trafficking in this stuff, I'm going to bring this stuff out on Wednesday. I got some stuff to come out on Wednesday. I got some it's going to be really in-depth and good. Trafficking in this stuff, it's like he's getting the pure uncut and he's able to measure how much potency he gives. Now, if you make it too strong, it will immediately put you into a comatose state. That's when Cat Williams made the joke about, said, are you giving you a massage and then you find out you can't move? That's the truth. So now, in these freak-offs and in these parties, they would have masseuses there. Y'all understand? That's sex. Those are workers. So he would hire sex workers, masseuses. Y'all know the celebrity industries, they always getting massages, right? So a lot of them, they would have these butt-naked parties and these things where after, they say after 12, when they send everybody else home, that's when it really got freaky-deaky. And they would have masseuses. They have tables, and you would think, okay, cool, I'm going to get a massage. But you have no idea that the baby oil that the masseuse is going to rub on you is actually laced with GHB and a high content, where once they rub it on you and get it all on you, next thing you know, you're high. And depending on the content of what, and remember, everybody was fair game. So even the people, so he has sex workers suing him now too. I got something coming out on yes, that's coming out, Victorious Ryan. I got some stuff coming out on Wednesday. It's gonna be dope. I mean, not dope as good, but very, very, very revealing. I got some serious revealing stuff, all right? And some stuff that others ain't put out yet. Now, because I've been, digging and trying to, no Diddy, digging and trying to find clips that others don't got. Now, the people who we would hire, like masseuses, like dancers, strippers, the girls that were swinging from the swings, everyone, even the DJs would be drugged. So you would think, okay, the masseuse, but she's going to get it on her hands too. Yes, because by the time she finished massaging whoever this is, and this one, next thing you know, she laid out over there. And now they're gang raping her and doing for all the level. Nobody was off limits. That's why they call them freak off. And they lasted for hours. That's why he says sometimes 12 to 24 hours. Now, to the point where they had IV drips. IV because the people would pass out from dehydration from all the drugs. This stuff that they didn't know they was ingesting. And all of the acts that was happening to them. Look, due to the side effects that included seizures and comas. So a light enough application of it would put the person in a comatose state where they can feel everything, but they can't move. They would want them to feel everything because Diddy's, Josh, I'm going to show you on Wednesday, his psychotic dark devil spirit wanted to inflict pain on the victims. These are victims. So they would get off on the pain. So they didn't want them to be comatose and not feel anything. They would feel everything, but can't move or react. And then they had another one that would wipe the memory. All right? All right. Let's continue.
And GHB is slippery. So I look up, what is it called on the street? Look at the last one, liquid ecstasy. Side effects that include seizures and comas. It was taken off the shelves or something in like the 60s. What is GHB used for in bodybuilding? Performance enhancement additive. What are the positive side effects of GHB?
So that was also, so it's levels to it. So they would take this ecstasy, this liquid ecstasy, so they would take it in a smaller form so that they can prolong, right? And they would take the Viagra stuff so they can go long and inflict as much punishment as they could on the victim. Now, these were little kids too, little boys and stuff, little Justin Bieber, little Usher. This is some sad stuff. On Wednesday, there's some dark stuff coming out. And they would inflict this punishment torture for hours and hours. So they would take these drugs to enhance their performance too, to make them last with the Viagra and stuff and they can just torture the person over and over. It's so many levels to it. It's the darkest stuff in the world. That's why this is the days of Noah stuff coming out now, man. And it gets darker, man. Wait till I show y'all stuff on Wednesday. It's bad.
Bodybuilding performance enhancement additive. What are the positive side effects of GHB? Feelings of euphoria. What is GHB for parents? Usually available as a clear liquid. It's not baby oil. It just makes sense because why would the feds confiscate baby oil? And how do you get so many people to comply besides money? You drug them.
They put the drugs in the baby oil. You thinking you getting a massage, you can't even get up. That's why God gave me eczema. I can't even use, baby. I want to thank you, Jesus, for your smallest of blessings.
All right. Oh, I didn't do the other one? Okay. I didn't do it. I'm saving it. All right. I had two more. I thought I did that one. Oh, man. I thought I did that one. My bad, guys. I didn't do the other one. I thought I did. What happened? Let me see if I can, I might can do it really quick. I need to do that one. I was working on this stuff. I thought I put that in there. Hold on, let me open up my program. Give me a second. So while that's opening, because I could be able, this program will download really quick, and I have it cut. I thought I did it. I thought I added it. I must didn't add it. All right. No, I don't want to test the environment. Close that. Confirm. Just open up. All right. So the next clip is going into some of the stuff that that I'm gonna bring out on Wednesday. Some of the really darker stuff, some serious, disturbing stuff. All right, so where is it? I think it's right here. Yeah, I think it's right there. Let's see. Oh man. It's curses in it. That's why I didn't do it. We're on the 25 to life. So y'all just I'm gonna show this clip really quick. Let me give me 1 second. Let me find my endpoint. It's ignore the curses, guys. I apologize. That's why I didn't do it. I didn't have time to take the curses out. I was tired. So let me export it. Export. Let me name it Diddy. Okay. Export. That'll take, it's a short clip, so it won't take long. This has so many different variables in this case. It's so many different levels, and it went on for a very long time. Open folder. See, it downloaded already. That was really quick because it's not long. All right, where is it? There we go. Okay, let me go back here, cancel that, and then close it. Close my program. Close that. All right, let me make sure. Let me pull that up into here so that we can have it. That was pretty quick. But again, excuse the curses that y'all about to hear. Just excuse it. We're all adults. This is a 25 to Life channel, and I try to take them out, but I wasn't able to in this. All right, so now let me come back. Let me check. Let me make sure it didn't what's the name, open up something new. This PC, yep, 8 gigs, that's enough. All right, here we go. So now let me share screen. Excuse the curses, guys. Present, share screen. Now, for all of us, there was a TV show that we grew up on, and it was called, what was it called? Family Matters. And there was Eddie Winslow and the dad and the mom and the little girl that was on Family Matters. She became a sex worker, like a prostitute. She became crazy. She became a porn star. Yeah, Steve Urkel show. There you go. Good one, Wyatt. Steve Urkel, that's the most famous one. And the girl, she became a prostitute from it. Watch this clip. Copyright disclaimers in effect. For educational purposes, we don't own the rights to these videos, and these are just alleged things that are being spoken of. All right, here we go. Ignore the, pardon the curses.
I see, like, when Diddy fucked Carl Winslow, we was at the party, and you know, we just chilling and shit like that. And me,
Messed up my childhood when he told me that.
Everybody know me, right?
Right.
I'm a goofy nigga. I'm funny and stuff like that. So I hear a nigga just wearing out some shit. I'm like, huh? Like hearing that, I'm like, on 6-0, who's wearing this bitch out?
All right, so now this is a neighborhood rolling 60s Crip, I guess a rapper or something from California. And he's telling the story about he was at a Diddy freak-off party, and he heard somebody, what he thought, smashing out, wearing out a chick with the y'all know what I'm talking about. We're all adults, right? But he found out it wasn't a woman. It was the dad of Family Matters, Carl Winslow. It was the dad. Like, what? All right. So excuse the curses again. And this is a neighborhood Crip dude. So he said he was there. All right. So excuse the curses again and put it back.
I see, like, when Diddy fucked Carl Winslow, we was at the party, and you know, we just chilling and shit like that. And me,
Messed up my childhood when he told me that.
Everybody know me, right?
Right.
I'm a goofy nigga. I'm funny and stuff like that. So I hear a nigga just wearing out some shit. I'm like, huh? Like hearing that, I'm like, on 6-0, who's wearing this bitch out?
Right.
Nigga, I kick in the door, poof, kick in the door. Nigga, I seen Carl Winslow put his
Yeah, that's
head
the
up.
father. Ain't that the father from Family Matters?
Yeah.
No way.
The dad.
The dad.
Oh, the dad.
The dad.
Dad.
I swear to God, dad homies, neighborhood Crip. So when I seen that,
Man.
and then
So who was piping Carl? Diddy?
yeah, Diddy was.
He said, I swear to God on my dead homies, neighborhood Crip. That's what those gangsters, that's what he's like saying, like, I'm telling the truth, right?
Yeah, Diddy was. So when
So who was piping Carl? Diddy?
yeah, Diddy was a Crip. So when I see
The dad.
I swear to God, dad homies, neighborhood Crip. So when I seen that,
Man.
and then
So who was piping Carl? Diddy?
yeah, Diddy was. So when I seen that, cuz right, Diddy came back and he was telling me, he was like, it's nothing more enjoyable than having a man do something for some money. I'm like, cuz that shit crazy.
Oh no, that's wild, bro.
Hey, do you have any response to this bizarre story that's circulating about you and Diddy? Some guy named Loose Cannon told this story about you.
That's all bullshit. I don't know that man. I've never met him before. I wish him well, though.
What's your message to those who are talking about it and actually think? What's your message to them, Loose
Get a
Cannon?
life.
That was Carl Winslow. TMZ tracked him down and said, let me not say what I was about to say. I'll make a jokey joke. I ain't gonna do that. That's not appropriate for me to make that joke. Lavia said Carl Winslow, Uncle Phil, George Jefferson. Oh, it goes deeper and deeper and deeper. Oh yeah, I got some stuff coming. Some real stuff coming.
Crazy.
Oh no, that's wild, bro.
See, look.
Hey, do you have any response to this bizarre story that's circulating about you and Diddy?
So this has been out for a while. It's not even new. Old, young, and these freak-off parties, these celebrities. I'm going to bring out, not on this Wednesday, but on the Bible study lesson, I'm going to bring out, guys, how I got some revelation how far this goes back. This men, graping men, and they want also to get the youth, and why, how far it go back, and why is it so prevalent in this dark world? Why is it the number one thing? That's why I told y'all in the last one, I said, sisters, they really don't want you. They need you. I'm going to save that for the lesson. I was about to bring out something. Save that for the lesson. Sisters are byproducts. That's why they end up beating on them and using them, right? They need you for eye can. They need you to attract more of the men. They need you to serve. They really want the man, the boys, honestly. The boys. Because, yes, good one, Zayana, the innocence of that hole back there, if the boy or the man has never did it before, that's an innocence. It's a virgin hole. Most of the women are not going to be virgins unless they get in little girls. That's why they want little girls too, to take the innocence. The boy or the man, now this is another funny thing. They really don't want the man. That's going to come out probably on this Wednesday or a future one. They really don't want the man that is already in that lifestyle. They want one that is not going to fully enjoy it, or that they can drug and take and harm and traumatize, because it's about traumatization and then monetization. They want to traumatize and then monetize. So they offer them the riches, fame, stardom. I got something coming, bro. Watch y'all. I got something. Yeah, y'all see. I got something coming on Wednesday. It's going to be some stuff that I got coming out. The Most High has allowed me to find a lot of clips and put this stuff together. They want to, then they will monetize, but they'll continue to keep them on the hook of trauma. What I mean by that is they don't, after they give you this opportunity to become famous, fame, celebrity, money, wealth, they got you blackmailed and all that, traumatized from the act. They let you go and heal for a minute, but every now and then they call you up to re-traumatize you. And then they make it darker and darker. They'll make you do, first it'd be like one-on-one, and then they'll have you a bunch of gang raping you, and then they'll make you sacrifice someone else. They'll make you bring someone else. There's further trauma, maybe your own children, family members. They'll continue to re-traumatize you over and over and over as you gain money. As you continue to climb in trauma, you'll climb and monetize. Traumatize, monetize. So it's like traumatize you, monetize. Traumatize, monetize. Traumatize, monetize. That's how they climb up the ladder of success and celebrity and film. And other than that, you get blacklisted, blackballed. You'll never work again, exposed, whatever, or killed, or whatever, depending on what you know and what you can expose. But it's traumatize, then monetize. Traumatize, then monetize. When you see someone stop being a celebrity or fall from their grace, it's because that's the point where they stopped the trauma. They said no more. I'm going to mention it here, but I'm going to show y'all. Y'all know how you get a celebrity and they be the biggest thing, number one. I'm going to use Rihanna right now for this instance. So, and I never could figure this out. And it keeps happening. So I'm like, okay, Rihanna, she was like number one in the world. I mean, she making these albums. She was just killing the game. Like every song was just, she was at the apex. And then all of a sudden, she just stopped. It's like no more albums, no more. How do you just stop? Like she's young. It ain't like the white celebrities or Rolling Stones where she's 80 years old and they're saying, okay. No, she was at a apex, the top of everything, and then no more music. Nothing. And then later they let her come out with that Fenty line, something else. No music, which was her, because at some point, whenever they say no, maybe they asked her to sacrifice a mom or do something, like, they don't stop, bro. They have you going to, what they call that place, Dubai, with those sick Ishmaelites, and they want to poop on you in your mouth and make you eat feces, and they want to animals, and they will demoralize and demean and make you such an abomination to the Most High and to yourself that you can't even live. Like, that's why they take the drugs and they go psychotic. So whenever you see them say no, whenever you see the celebrity fall from grace, they just stop. That's your sign they said no to something. They said no. And they just, shout out to Andre Ross in the building. What's good, Dre? And and it's like, before we knew this level of darkness that's going on, the regular public, we looked at the celebrity. I used to always be like, how do they just, yeah. And it's the funny part, Maya. They won't allow her to do the mute. They won't allow her to be the biggest celebrity music. They gave her the Fenty line, but they own it. So again, it's like they allow you to have this, but you got to still, it's like, how can I say? It's like they give you another lane as long as you don't expose, as long as you don't go against. But if you don't want to participate in this thing no more, then your career stops. Then later, remember they gave it a Fenty thing a lot later. Later it came out and then she was able to sustain. But they own the company. And it's so funny because it'd be at their peak. It's like, what? How do you just, and then they'll make someone else. And now it's over. So now they got a new crop, these new children that they're creating from young, like these little babies and little this and these little non-talented. What's that girl? The one that I did that, the little light-skinned girl from the Bronx, no talent, and the Sexy Red, and all these they got a whole new generation of them that are just created in abomination from the rip. And they can offer them anything. They down with anything. They already, Ice Spice, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, her. They offer them anything. They down with anything for the bag. See, the other generation before that, they had to basically drug and use. See, when they ready to get rid of you, like Aaliyah, like, so they got Rihanna when she was young. Remember, she was like 13 and 14. She came over. They drugged her and put her and all that and had her. So they get them And then when they get them to a point where they don't want to use it no more or whatever they suck, then they, so because a lot of it is coming out, this goes all the way up. It's all through Hollywood. What I'm going to show on Wednesday is so disturbing, and they all illicit in it. It's worldwide. It's big. It's the serpents, and it goes all the way back. All the way back. I'm going to do that on the Bible study where I go take it back. The Most High, it goes back, and I'm going to show y'all what civilization was the one that actually took it to another level. That's coming. Now, this is so far-reaching. It's so men, women, old, young. It crosses over to religion. You got Reverend Ike. Now you got, look, TD Jakes. You got, like, it crosses over. I don't want to give that away. That's coming Wednesday. It crosses over to every industry, pharmaceuticals, corporations, music industry, sports. You see, Dwayne Wade and all of them. You see, all of them. They all this stuff, fingernails, and they all wearing dresses, non-male and female. You see, pocketbooks and all Hollywood entertainers, actors. It goes into artists. That's why Jay-Z is modeling himself after that artist, Basquiat. I got some stuff coming. Okay? It goes into every career, every resource, everything. There is nothing that these satanic Baphomet, that's what this is, non-male and female, it's a Baphomet thing where it's an abomination to what the Most High created us to be, right? Whether you believe in him or not, you was created, male and female created he them. So it doesn't matter whatever industry it is, they coming for you. You will never make it to the top of none of it without having to face it. And when you say no, that's where you limit it at. And they'll try to destroy you and push you down, and you just gotta make it. You just gotta, that's where you get in the rat race of trying to survive. Yes. Yep, Lavia, wait till I'm breaking that down on the study. It goes back. It's really deep stuff. And once I break it down on our ministry channel, you'll have the full understanding of how far this goes. They took people literally from the streets who knew nothing about this. It's an indoctrination into the abomination of desolation. That's what they call it in the scriptures. The abomination. It's abominable. Even in the animal kingdom, males don't sex males in the animal kingdom. This is really, it's going to get worse. The exposing of what now, as most people know, is looking like Jay-Z is really next. But I got some stuff I'm going to come out. Who knows? Depends on what he's doing, if that's his time or not. It's looking like it. But trust me, if they don't kill Diddy, there's going to be a lot exposed. There's going to be a lot exposed. Good word. Maya said that explains why little Emmanuel Lewis, a.k.a. Webster, left acting, is now a 33rd degree Mason. There's going to be a lot exposed. This goes back. Michael Jackson, Prince. It goes back. Original R&B singers, all the way back. I'm going to be bringing something that nobody else, y'all know, I'm going to have a new you know, I'm a teacher of the word, and I'm a teacher. The Most High brings me things. So I'm not, when y'all see me have a title on this channel about any of these celebrities, something, y'all watch, click on. It ain't gonna be the same okie doke. I'm always gonna bring something that ain't being spoke on, or that most don't have the spiritual intellect to decipher and discern. And the Most High be having me find clips and stuff. All right. Yes, and that's why I'm bringing that out, and also that woman that Jay-Z had in a video. I forgot her name now, and that whole, remember that clothing label? What's that clothing label called? I forgot it now, but it's coming out. All right, let me stop share. Now I'm gonna close out. That concludes the Puff Daddy and the baby oil stuff. Drugging the baby oil. Because this is a 25 to life channel, I'm always still tell a little quick story, not a long one. I'm gonna try to keep these condensed, so this will be perfect since it's only an hour and a half. The story I'm gonna tell tonight is a quick one. It ties into the last story that I told, the one about the repo man coming to get my Mercedes. All right. This ties into that story. Now, this story, let me show. Present, share screen. Y'all know I got receipts. Window. Y'all know I always come with receipts. Where is my, oh, I probably gotta open it up from over here. Thought it should be opened already. I had a bunch. Oh, there they go. Where are you? Where is you? I don't see you. All right, so let me try to open it up over here. Bang, click that. Bang. I can use this one. Let me just use this one anyway, since it's one from one of my other videos. Now come back to y'all. How do I do it here? Come back to StreamYard. There it go. Share screen. Now make this smaller so I can see what y'all see. There you go. Can I make it bigger? There we go. All right. So this truck right here, this was my ML Mercedes. Y'all remember I done told a couple of stories about this. So one of the last stories I told on the channel was when this got repoed by mistake. So as I said in the channel, I took out, I could have bought it. It was almost 30,000, 27,000. But I took out a loan for like 16, 17,000 so I can build my baby mother's credit, because I wanted to start doing real estate and build her credit. So I used to buy my cars. This is when I was hustling and balling, not promoting none of this crime. But I forgot that I took out the loan, right? Because I owned all my trucks and cars. So I bought the doggone Benz and all that, and this the one she crashed, and then I hooked it up as what it look on the screen now. I put the rims on it and all that, laced the interior, wood grain, all that. And then I forgot that I took out a car note. And the repo people came and took the car a couple of months, but I forgot. Now later I went and bought it. I told the story already on the channel. I went and just paid it all off, right? And I had my Benz, right? Now, tonight's story is a continuation of that. So now, let's fast forward. I got the Benz back. It's all hooked up. That's over with. A whole repo story to tell later, about 1,000 years later, which is now I told the story. And I'm just going on. So now, one night, I'm on the Heights. The Heights is Hempstead Heights in Hempstead, Strong Island. I'm living in Hempstead at my house. Let me share screen. I got receipts. So present, share screen, window. why they ain't open? All right, let me come back to here. They should be all open. I opened them all up, but now this thing is acting folio because I'm live and it wanna all right, there we go. This one. So now it should show up. I gotta click it. There we go. Bang. Share. So this house right here. So this is my house, right? Of course I painted blue. It's a big house. This is when I was doing my thing, right? So this house has a very long driveway. So I think I had the Navigator in the Mercedes. It was either my Navigator and my ML, that white truck I just showed you, and my red race car, because I always had 3 or more cars. So I had this driveway is so long, so I could pull all of them in the back of the driveway. You still wouldn't see it from the street, right? This house is really big. It goes way back, all right? 3-story too, basement and top. All right, now, I had the after this is the where they repoed my thing from my driveway, right? That was so the last time when I told the repo story, I didn't have all the images set up, but now I set them up. Stop share, present, share screen. Let me show something. So this image here, this, I don't see it. This right here was the living room on the inside. All right, that's me back. This how you know how old this is, because this is a big screen TV back in the days, and this is VCR tapes all on the top of here. So it's a 2 VCR where you can record, and all these VCR tapes. This is what we used to have back in the days, right? It's before YouTube and all that. This right here is, I think, 2001. Okay, that's me. And that's my monitor in the living room. That's a security camera. And see that? That's the thing recording the security camera. So I had that one of these monitors here, one of them in the kitchen, one in the bedroom, one in the bath. The whole house was being monitored outside. So this is the living room, and that's the window. And that's my son's little Ra, the Viking. That's his trophies. He used to play Hempstead football and all that type of stuff. You see all his trophies and his awards and stuff, right? So behind this window right here, so the couch is on the other side from where I'm standing. And we sit on the couch watching the TV. And this is a big window. It goes all the way to the side. It's big. And right outside this window is the driveway where my cars are, right? So when a dude came to repo my car, he was right outside. I seen something on the camera, and I'm like, I thought I just saw somebody walk in my driveway, but this was closed. The window's closed. So the blinds were closed. So I can hear footsteps. It's like right there, the driveway. So I'm just showing y'all so y'all can have a visual, right? So that's one picture of that living room. All right. Now let me do another one. This is another image of the living room. Present, share screen, window. Y'all know I always like to bring receipts. We don't just tell fables here. So that's me again. And that's the other end. So the window goes, this is that same window right here. It goes all the way to the wall. And then that's the entrance to the kitchen right there. And the dining room, that's a chandelier and a big gold picture with Black Panthers and a glass table and all that. It's beautiful. That's me back then. All right. So, and this is a gold picture. I like the gold and all that, right? Glass mirror picture or whatever. All right. So now the driveway for the house. Let me go here. Where is that one at? This one. All right. Now make that smaller, and then I'm I'm going to tell the story, but I want y'all to have the visuals first. Share screen, window, bang, share. Now this is the side of the house. So that's Tant. I already told a story of him. He's stuccoing the side, and so I can paint it light blue with all the light blue. So the bottom, see, that's the bottom of the house is gray right now. He's putting this stucco on it, and then I'm going to paint it all light blue, right? Now, as you see, this is my Escalade, and the ML's in front of it, okay? That's how long the driveway are. That's a little Rise basketball court. Let me see, I think I got another picture. Well, that's the Navigator. So I either had this Navigator in that driveway or this Escalade in that driveway. I don't remember which one, because I had sold the Navigator and bought the Escalade. All right, let me get another picture. There we go. That's another clearer one. Now look. Now you can see that's the ML in front of the Escalade, right? And that's my garage. And look, Tana's behind it, and we ain't nowhere near the front of the house. I could put, so I have my red race car would be behind it, and it still wouldn't stick out from the front of the house. So you could put 10 cars in this. So when they came to repo the ML was here where the Escalade is, right? And I think I had the Navigator in the front. So when the repo men came, this is what I wanted to show last time, it was nighttime, dark, and they was walking through, one was on this side of the ML and the other was on the other side. And my window is right here. That window I showed you where I was standing in front of the big screen TV, that big window is right here. So they, and then I came out the back door and I came around the back right here with my gun out. And I caught them and they were standing. So the ML wasn't where it's at in this picture. It was where the Escalade is right here. All right. So that's for that story. So now that y'all got the visualization of the driveway, and that's the garage. So this is the inside of my garage. Look at all these rims. Benz rims, 24s, 22s, 23s. My boy, when I was balling, I was really balling. I had a rim shop inside of my garage. It was just full of all type of rims. All right? Because I would buy another truck and just take them off and buy new rims for it. That's that garage right here. So that's what's inside of that garage. All right? All right. So now this is the driveway. All right. So now that y'all see it, the ML, now let me tell the story. All right. We always show receipts on this channel for new people who watch us. This ain't a Fugazi channel. Everything, praise the Most High, allow me to save my photo albums. And I have receipts for all the stories that I tell. All right. So, and I'm not promoting any crimes or anything. So let me go back. Let me put the ML back on the screen. Let me put, which picture should I put up? Let me put up this one. All right. So, and then I'm going to tell the story. Present, share screen, window, bang, share. All right. That's the ML and me and the Escalade in between both of them. That's me. In between, I'm going to get the brakes changed on both of them. All right? So this the ML, right? This the one they repoed. I got it back, right? So now, here we go. Now, let me put the other one because it's more colorful. Stop sharing. Let me put the other picture. It's more colorful when I tell this story. I know I like bright colors, guys. I'm a bright color guy. All right? Give me 1 second. Let me find it. Bang. Share. There we go. That's more colorful. I'm a bright, colorful guy. All right. So now, here we go. So I told the story about when they repo. So now this is probably about a couple of months later, right? I'm settled in, whatever. I took the Benz back for my baby mother because that's the one she tried to stab me. That's the story. Watch that. I'll go to the videos on this channel. It's a crazy story. A Benz, a knife, and my balls. She tried to stab me for my, whatever. Y'all watch that video. Now, so after they repoed it, I got it back. It's all good. Something to laugh about. So now I'm going on with life, and it's a night. I'm hustling, right? Not promoting it. Hustle at night from 12 a.m. Well, now this time I don't got my block, so I still hustle all night, but it probably start around 8 p.m. Right? I don't come out in the daytime, and I'm hustling at this time by my phone and beeper. Right? I'm not running my block no more. I'm not on the street, so I'm answering people's beeps, not promoting it. So at this time, I'm on the heights. It's about 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. I'm on Crown Heights in Hempstead, Strong Island. We got a Crown Heights in Hempstead, Strong Island. Shout out to the Heights. That's where Granddaddy IU is from, the rapper. So I'm on the Heights, and by Bradley Park, I told a bunch of stories. I told the story of Z Black, the story on this channel about the notorious Z Black. I told the story of Z Black, and I was in the gym on Bradley Park when he came to the gym, and he told me to take him to Stewart Avenue. That story. So I'm in the ML right there, right? I'm driving. Most of y'all, all right, let me just tell the story. So I'm driving. I got the loud system. I got two 15s in the back because I hooked it up. With my baby mama, I hooked it up, right? So I'm driving, and y'all see the ML is nice. So boom, boom, boom. The year is like 2001, 2002. So this is a brand new white ML. So I'm driving, right? And it's like with the leather, the wood grain. I had the Clarion with all the images, all the lights, and the system. It's just a good feeling when you're doing okay financially, right? So I'm driving, and I'm going. I'm guessing I'm going to answer a beep, going to serve a customer, right? So I'm driving. For those from Hempstead who watching this, I'm going right past Bradley Park because I think that's Dartmouth Street. So I'm going past Bradley Park. I'm headed not to what street is that called? I'm headed towards Stewart. I'm headed towards Union. So coming past from, I forgot the name of that big street. Guys, I ain't been in Hempstead in so long. I forgot the name of that big street, but I'm going past Bradley Park, and I'm headed towards Stewart and Union on the Heights. So for everybody, y'all don't know what that is. So I'm driving, right? And the music is cool, and I'm driving. And when you go past, there's a Stewart Avenue is a street that goes this way. It's about 12 o'clock at night. It's quiet. It's probably on like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's all quiet. And she said Northern Boulevard. No, Loria. It's quiet, right? So I'm just driving in the music, and I'm chilling. So I'm driving, guys, and I just remember having like peace, right? I remember having like peace and feeling good, right? Hold on, let me switch so I can tell the story. Let me switch the layout so I can tell the story. All right, give me 1 second. Switch my layout, drop down, and have me, there we go. Share it so y'all can see me. All right, let me move myself over. Now I'm driving, and I just remember having a place of peace over me, right? And I'm just chilling, and I'm driving, and it's all quiet. Ain't no real people out because it's kind of late. It's probably like a Monday, and everything. And it's kind of quiet, right? And I'm driving, and I drive, and I'm just chilling, listening to the music. Boom, boom, I don't know what I'm listening to. And I'm just driving, and it just feels so good. It's like I'm at a place where I feel just shalom, just blessed. And I'm just enjoying like the car and the scenery. I'm just feeling good about myself. And I'm driving, I'm just like, everything is all good. Boom! I mean, I'm driving and I'm going past, there's no real people out. Everything is quiet and still. My music is just like boom, boom. I'm just driving and everything feels so good. And boom! As I'm driving, you go past Stewart. It's a street that goes this way. So I'm driving and everything is quiet. And I'm guessing as my car, this ML, gets to Stewart, something, yeah, that was computer love. Something just ramsacked me from the side. Guys, for those who have ever been in a car accidents are the most violent thing in the world. They're so violent in the crash, depending on how fast the people are going. I was doing about 25 miles an hour, not too much. I'm just chilling, going down Dartmouth. I think that's called Dartmouth. And when I get, and I'm just chilling, I just remember being so like at peace. And boom! It, like, something hit me so hard, bro. The people in the other car was doing like 40 miles an hour. There was 7 teenagers in the car that was smoking weed and what we would call joyriding. They were flying down Stewart Avenue because there was nobody really out. There wasn't a lot of cars. It might have been later. It might have been 2 o'clock in the morning or something. It was later because it was real quiet and no people out, no cars, and these are side streets with houses. So because they were smoking weed and joyriding, they were just flying down Stewart. It was a stop sign for them to stop at. But they smoking weed. I'm telling y'all, past tense and present tense to tell the story. They smoking weed and just chilling, that they just flew through the stop sign. And I just happened to be going straight across. There was no stop sign for me. I just happened to be going straight across the intersection. And as I was going across, just chilling, I didn't even see it. Nothing. I'm just chilling and enjoying my music. Boom, boom, boom. As I'm driving, because I didn't see it coming to even brace myself, the impact of the car hit the side of my ML so hard that it flipped the car. This truck on the screen. It hit the side so hard that it flipped the whole truck. The truck hit and went up in the air and flipped. The impact of this, and they had listen clearly, they had a 1976 Electra 225. I should have put one of them on the screen. Back then in the 70s, they made the cars out of metal. It was and they made them huge. A big 1976 or something, big, square, long, caddy, Mac, daddy, old metal. And now this car, it's a new truck, it's aluminum. So they was joyriding and they stole their dad's old deuce and a quarter. They hit me with a tank. it hit the side of my truck so hard that it flipped because of the big steel going 50 something miles an hour to smash into this modern aluminum, whatever this is made out of, this Mercedes. The impact was so hard that it flipped the car off the wheels, and the car went in the air, and it flipped, and it did all praise to the Most High, it did a full flip. It did a complete 360 and land back on the wheel. That was the grace of the Most High, that it didn't land on the roof and smash me in the car. I probably would be dead. Now, it hit, because I was blindsided, I didn't see it even coming. The trauma, all I remember, guys, the noise and the trauma from the violence of the hit. I'm driving and and all of a sudden, boom, it was the noise was so loud. I just remember noise. And then I just remember like violence. I'm telling y'all what I remember. Noise and violence. That's all I remember. Something violent. And then all I remember next is smoke. And I remember, because I must have got knocked out. The next thing I remember after this violent hit, crash, noise, and glass, like just violent. All I can remember is violence. The next thing I remember is I woke up and I didn't know where I was at. I woke up and I looked around and I was like, where am I? And my head was hurting so bad. So I grabbed my head and I felt blood coming down. And I'm like, I'm bleeding? And I took my hand and my hand was full of blood. And it was dripping down my arm. And I'm like, and then I felt my shoulder and I'm like, ooh. And I looked and blood is dripping from my shoulder. Like, and I'm like, where am I at? The only thing, no, it was an airbag in it. Let me explain, Victorious Ron. Yeah, that Benz had airbags. Listen, Victorious Ron. I'm like, where am I at? So I'm wiping the blood and I'm like, why am I bleeding in my head? And then I look and I'm like, where am I? It looked weird because, and then I kind of got my consciousness back and I was like, I was in an accident. And then I said, but where am I? And I looked, I was in the back seat. Victorious Ron, I was in the back. The reason why I didn't know where I was at, because I was in the back seat of the ML. I don't know how I got back there. So yes, all the airbags went off in the front, but I wasn't in the front. Victorious Ron, I'm in the back seat. That's why I didn't know where I was. I'm like, because I was on like the floor. So when I woke up, I was like on the floor and like on the seat. And I'm like, where am I? And then I feel myself and I'm bleeding, right? And I'm like, and when I finally came through, I realized I'm in the back seat. And I looked and I see the front of my car and the airbags. That's why I said smoke and stuff and all that. And I'm like, oh, my Benz, right? So the first thing, I'm like, my Benz. And then I look out the window and I see this big burgundy. It was burgundy, old deuce and a quarter steel, big bullet car. These cars are huge, guys. They're big. And it's on the sidewalk in the grass at this house. And I see these people like out the car, right? It's about 7 of them, and one holding their head, and I see them like, yo, we got to get out of here. I could hear them. We got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. And they're like, yo, will it start? And they're trying to start the car. And I'm looking because I'm half out of it. So I'm looking and I'm still trying to get my bearings of like what actually happened. And I'm like, they must have hit me. And I'm like, how did I get in the back seat? I'm like, how in the world did I get in the back seat? So now I'm like, and I see smoke and, the inside from the airbags. So I'm like, so I open up the back door because I got hit on the left side, on the right side. They hit me on the passenger side. I'm on the driver's side in the back seat. So I opened the door and I got out. And when I got out, I like stumbled, right? Because my feet wasn't, like I was hurt. Like my leg was hurting, my arm was hurting. Like you don't feel it at the moment. When I got out, I start to feel like, so I stumbled like to fall. And it was like, you all right? I give him like, you all right? And like, man, forget him. Come on, guys, we gotta go. We gotta go. And I'm looking at them like, they young. I said, yo, y'all effing hit my car. And the girl's like, we sorry. And they're like, come on, guys, we gotta go. I ain't got no license. I ain't supposed to have this car. And I was like, y'all hit my Benz. I was like, what's wrong with y'all, man? I said, y'all didn't see? Bro, y'all didn't stop. And the girl was like, I'm sorry. And they getting in the car. So the guy started the car. So the car started, right? So the car started. So the girls out the window, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. So they backing out. And they're like, come on, guys. So the other dude was running. He get in the car because he was trying to walk. He's like, come on, let's go. So they jump in the car and they take off. And their car is, but because their car is so still, it ain't really all mangled, right? Because they got mines, right? So they take off, but it's smoking, you know what I mean, and stuff. And the hood is, and they take off. And so now I'm out the car. And so I'm walking and I'm like limping and I'm blood everywhere. So I go around to the side and I go and I'm like, Vince. And I go look. And the whole side is just mashed in, like the whole front, back door. That whole side is just like a can opener, right? Like a smashed can. So I look, I'm like, oh, and I'm like, my head. And so I'm like, okay. And then that's when it dawned on me. I said, oh, I've been in an accident. And I got drugs in the car because I was going to make a sale and I got a gun in the car. So I'm not promoting this. This just was my life. And I'm like, oh, shoot. And because people started to come out the houses because we're in the neighborhood. So there's houses and the lights are coming. People like, are you okay? I called the cops. The police are on the way. That's what snapped me into it. The person said, the police are on the way. And I was like, oh, I got drugs in the car. I got a gun in the car. The person then peeled off. They then pulled off left. And I'm standing there. So I lit myself around the car, right? Around the ML. I lit myself, right? You better jump in the ride with the teenagers. Right? Hold up. Wait for me. Right? So I lit myself around to the driver's side. I opened the driver's side. It smoked the airbag thing. So I pull the airbag thing down and rip it off the thing. And so I look and I'm like, my windshield all cracked. So I'm like, let me see. I hope it start. I started. Old trusty Mercedes. I'm like, it started. So I was like, oh, I'm out of here. I grabbed in my side pocket, I got all those tissues. So I grabbed a bunch of tissues and I'm wiping all the blood off my face because it's all over me. Wiping on my arm. I look in, and that's when I looked in the rear view. I could see my whole face is swollen and blood, everything. So I'm like, I'm out of here. So I was like, I hope the tranny worked. I put it in drive, and that thing took off. I hear something. I can hear, right? I can hear something. Right? It's something's wrong. I don't care. It's driving. I need to get out of here. Right? So I'm like, I got drugs and a gun, Victoria's fine. I'm out of here. So I'm driving the thing. So I'm like, okay, I need to take back streets. Okay? Because I can't take a front street because the whole side of the car is so smashed, right? And I could tell it's only one headlight is working because the other, with that side that it hit, I can see one headlight. So I can't go on the main street because if a cop see you, they're going to pull you over. If a cop see you driving in that thing, right? So here I am. Now I got the back street. Now I know how to back street. So I'm back streeting through the heights, right? I cut through Stewart, cut through California, you cut across, you go all, I could cut all the way through to go to Jerusalem, to cut, you know what I mean? To go to my street over there. I know how to cut through. So I'm back streeting everything. I'm wiping blood, cars making all this noise and smoke. And I'm like, come on, man, you can make it home. Come on, Rob, come on. I'm like, as long as I don't see no cop. Because it be, you don't want to see a cop cutting through the back street. They're going to pull me over. Any cop, they're going to pull me over. It's smoking, so I'm cutting through back streets. So I'm sweating, I'm bleeding, I'm cutting everything. And I cut through. I remember when I came through the back, we go across Jerusalem Avenue. And right where that CVS is, that's where my street was. And I remember I got there, I was like, I'm almost home. Once I get past Jerusalem, because it's a main street and cops always up and down there. So I waited. I didn't see no cops. I cut across Jerusalem. And now I'm on my street. I'm home. So I drive up the street. I get stop share. Share screen. Present. Share screen. Window. Let me do this one. Share. Let me see what y'all see. All right. Yeah, that's a good enough picture. So, let me make it bigger. Yeah, there we go. So, I get to my street, and it's like 3 a.m, late. I pull up, and I pull the car in. So either the Escalade or the Navigator was in the driveway, but the little red race car was on the street. Because sometimes she would park it on the street because you could get blocked in because we got 2 trucks in the car. So if the little red car is here where the ML is, the first one, then you'll have the Navigator behind. I think it was the Navigator behind it. And then the other car, you got to move all these to get the car out, right? So you got to get the keys to the ML, move it out, all the way out to the street, go back, get the keys to the Escalade, pull it out, move it on the street, and then get in the red car and pull it out, pull it on the street. Then you got to pull the Escalade back in, pull it up. So it's a pain in the butt, right? Pain in the butt, having a good pain in the butt to have, right? Having this amount of money and all these cars that we can switch up. So a lot of the times, Pam, my baby mother, she would just park the red car in front of the house on the street because she didn't want to go through all that, which I understood. So when I came back, I think the Navigator was where the ML is right here in the front. It was right there. So where the Escalade is, I just pulled the ML now that just got in the accident right where the Escalade is. So now I pull in the driveway, right? I pull it into the driveway. It's smoking and all that. And I get it home. It's making noise. It's like stuff, it's making noise. But I made it home. Shout out to Mercedes-Benz. So I pull in the driveway and I'm like, okay. So I sit there. I'm like, oh my goodness, my Benz, right? Now here I am. I'm not even thinking that the Most High literally saved my life, that this thing did a complete flip over. And the reason why, how I know that it did a complete flip, because one of my mans who lived on Stewart, he saw the accident. They was sitting in their yard smoking weed. So later, I was in Bradley Park. He like, yo, Ra, you are lucky to be alive, yo. He like, I saw the accident. How was the? He's like, yo, I didn't think you was gonna be alive, Ra. He said the car did a complete flip in the air, 100 complete flip in the air. That's why I said that's how I got thrown into the back seat. I ended up in the back seat because the car got hit so violently, it did a complete flip in the air, and the Most High allowed it to land back on his feet, which threw me in the car. That was the violence that I felt. Remember, I kept saying when it hit, I just felt violence. It was, and I couldn't put together, but it was just violent. It was just, I was being tossed like a rag doll. So I ended up in the back. So my homie told me, he's like, yo, Raj, you lucky to be alive, bro. God got you, this before I was awakened and everything. God saved, I was the God, but I ain't believing. He's like, God saved your life, right? So anyway, so now I pull the ML into the driveway right here, right? Now I'm like, okay, I made it home. So now I'm like, okay, I got to get my drugs out and I got to get the gun out, right? Take it in the house. I'm like, crap, man, my car. Now I got to fix my car. I was loving this Mercedes. I'm like, not even thinking about my health or my life, right? So I get out, I open the door after I sit there bleeding and stuff. I open the door, I grab the drugs, I grab the gun, I get out, I close the door. I go around to the passenger, so I'm getting out the driver's side. I go around the passenger side, I look at it again, the whole thing. You know how you see a car and the whole thing is smashed? It just looked weird, right? It looked awkward, right? So it's smashed in, looking crazy. The car looking crazy, right? So then I go in the house, right? Now it's late. So it's almost my normal time to come in and like wake Pam up. So I wake her up, she make me some peanut butter and jellies and we smoke a blunt and watch some movie or something. That's what we did every night. So it's about 3 a.m. or something. So I go in there, and then I go in the bathroom because I'm bleeding so much in my head. And I look and my face is swollen. I got, cut like some skin off and bleeding all on here. My leg hurt, my knee, my hip, like stuff just hurt. You sore. I've been in a violent car accident, right? So I'm just really sore. So now I go into the bathroom and I'm washing, trying to put peroxide and trying to clean the stuff, looking at my face and everything. So I'm like, man, this doggone car. So I clean up and everything, right? So I clean up. So I hear Pam wake up. So she come out, she like, you home early? She like, what happened to you? I'm like, yo, man, I got into a bad car accident. She said, what? And what? I said, I was in the ML. I said, it's bad. She said, it's really bad. I said, yeah, bro. She said, you all right? You want to go to the hospital? I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah, I'm all right. I'm like, man, they tore the ML up. So she's like, all right. So she's like, you staying home? I'm like, yeah. So she's like, all right, I'm gonna go make your sandwiches, right? So I was like, all right. So she goes into the kitchen and I'm in the bathroom. And then all of a sudden I hear her say, what is that? So I'm like, what? She's like, Rashawn, look at the camera. So I look, and I look at the camera. Remember I showed y'all the monitor in the living room by that big window. So the big window is right here. That's why I showed y'all the picture first. And she like, look at the monitor. And I could see her from the kitchen. And I look, and I'm like, and there's someone in my driveway. There's someone in the driveway. And I see like a light. So I'm like, oh, shoot. I'm like, who in the driveway? And all of a sudden, I hear boom, 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 boom. So we lived the life. We was doing crimes. Like I was selling drugs. I'm not promoting none of that. I did my time for all the crimes I committed back then. We're talking like 2001 now, 2002, somewhere around there. I did all my time. So whenever someone come, you hide. That you heard, I heard a boom, 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 and it's like first thing you do is drop. You try to act like ain't nobody home, right? That's just our instincts. You go shh, shh. That's how she good too. She like shh, somebody in there. She's like, look at the cam, look at the monitor. I look at the monitor, and I see like a light, and all of a sudden you hear boom, 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 boom. Now anybody know that knock? Any and all of us. Shout out to Desiree Hall over on Facebook. Anybody know that knock? That's the popo, ho. That's the popo. Immediately drop to the floor. We got protocol when it comes to police. Ain't nobody home. Right? But the light is on because the big bay window, the one that's on the side, he was in the driveway, that light is on. You can see the light just as bright as you want. So and the kitchen light is on because she went in there to make my sandwiches. Right? So, it's 3 in the morning. So all the other houses, I'm in a residential neighborhood, all the other houses, everybody's silent and quiet. The light is on. So here we go. I dropped to the floor like, she walked out. Why do we always get low? Why is it a thing when the police come, it's something about get low? I don't know. I think we think if we squat, they can't see us or something. I don't know. You always drop down and stuff. Because even she dropped down. She in the kitchen like walking all low to the bedroom. We walking low. I don't know what that is. The popo. The popo here, right? So I dropped down low. So I'm like, oh, crap. So I got the 9, I got the gun on me. So I'm like, okay, let me go in the room. I got to put the gun up and put the drugs up. I'm like, I know it's the police. I ain't see him. We know by the knock. Police got a knock. They knock like they trying to knock your door off. They knock like they got a problem, right? They're like, boo, 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 boo. So I'm like, oh my goodness, that's the popo, ho. Okay, let me turn on the mic. Thank you, Zayana. Let me turn on the mic. You know the popo. That's the popo ho. The popo ho, that's come from, what's his name? That dude. Call the popo ho. What's his name? Medea. Right? So we know, right, Desiree? We know when it's the popo, right? And everybody, you just get low. When it's the popo, get low. I don't know what the low is about, but the get low is a whole thing, right? So I'm like, okay, I got to get to the room, put the drugs up, right? I know the popo, they knock like they trying to knock your house off. So I'm like, oh, man. So now Pam look at me, I look at Pam. Neither one of us want to go to the door, right? Because me and Pam, we Bonnie and Clyde. We hustlers. We've been doing it for a long time. So we don't play no police games at all, point blank period. She don't even play police games. Neither one of us want to go to the, I'm like, listen, you the woman? She's like, I ain't going to the police. I'm like, somebody got to go to the door. So I'm like, oh, man. So I hear it again. Boom, 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 boom. I know you're in there. I'm like, oh. Here. He said, don't let me, I can hear him. He said, don't let me have to call the Ram Squad. I was like, oh. He like, this is a nice neighborhood. Don't let me have to call the Ram Squad. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, oh shoot. I'm like, I don't know what they doing here. How are they here? I don't even know what's happening. So I'm like, all right, I'm coming out. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, yo, lock the door, right? I locked the stuff away, the drugs, the gun. I'm like, well, they ain't got no search warrant. They ain't got no reason to come. I don't even know what they hear. I don't even know what's going on, right? I'm bleeding on from the side of my head. I ain't even got a chance to even bandage it up, so it keeps bleeding. So I'm like, all right, go get me a rag, right? So I go take the rag. I got the rag. So I said, all right, I'm coming out. He's like, all right, come out. Keep your hands, put my hands where they can see you. I'm like, bro, what are you doing here? Come out of the house now. So I'm like, yo, bro, this dude is on one, right? He said, and come out with your hands where I can see you. Yeah, nobody's home. That's how I be like, shh. Nobody, I don't care. Lights on, nobody home. That's why he knew. He like, I know you in there, right? So I open the door. I'm like, all right, my hands is up. He said, he got his gun pointed at me. So he like, and it's a black dude, right? It's one black dude. Look my age too, like a young black cop. At this time, Hempstead didn't hire black cops. It used to be a time where it was only white cops. But at this stage, they start hiring a lot of black cops. So we got a lot of black cops, right? So it's a black dude. So he got his gun pointed at me, right? Keep your hands. I said, all right, bro. I said, my hands is up. She said, walk off the step, off the porch. So I have to walk down off the front of the porch. Okay? Let me stop share. Let me share, present. Share screen. I like to give y'all visuals. Window. I like to give y'all, they're better with visuals. Share. There we go. So I'm coming out the door. He's standing back. So if you follow this walkway, this is the sidewalk right here. That's the sidewalk. So he's standing at the sidewalk back from me. So I come out this door right here and he says, walk down the steps. So I got my hands up, right? So and he got his gun pointed at me, right? So I walk down the steps with my hands up. I'm like, my hands is up. So he said, come towards me. So I'm walking towards him, right? So I'm like, yo, bro. So I stop right here. He said, stop right there. So I stop right here and he's right here in the front, but he's in the front of this, right? This picture don't show. So I'm like, yo, bro, like, why you got the gun pointed at me? He said, why are you bleeding? I said, I fell. He said, you ain't fall. Why are you bleeding? I said, man, I fell. He said, you gonna lie to me? Where you coming from? I said, I ain't come from nowhere. I've been home. He said, you been home. You ain't just come. He said, you ain't just come from off the heights. Now, the first thing I said, how in the hell, right? See, this stuff, this street stuff. I said, how in the hell, dude, in my mind, right? I'm like, how in the hell do he know I just came off the heights? Like, how? Like, ain't nobody see nothing. Ain't nobody know nothing. I took off, the little kids took off in their car. I took off, took back streets home. It's only been about 5 minutes. I only been here for about 5 minutes. So in my mind, I'm like, how in the hell do he know? Now, I ain't going to say it out loud. So I said, no, I wasn't on no heights. He said, listen to me. If you're going to lie to me, he said, this is how this is going to go. If you tell me the truth, then we can work something out. But if you keep lying to me, I'm locking your ass up. Pardon my language. Pardon my language. Now I got a decision to make. I'm used to lying to the police. That's all I know. Lie to the popo ho, right? You lie to the popo. You lie to the judges. You lie to anything to get you out of your mess, right? You never. But one thing I also know is when a cop is being straight up with you and they're saying, listen, you got one chance, right? It's an energy thing. You got to read it correctly. You make the wrong decision, it's going to go wrong for you. Okay? So he like, you got one time to answer me. If you lie to me, this is going to go bad. I'm going to lock your ear and all that, right? He said, nah. Did you just come from off the heights? Dun, dun, dun. I wish I had a Jeopardy theme song to play. I'm sitting there now. I got to sit. I'm so used to lying to the police my whole life. I don't even know what to do. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, every instinct wants me to lie. Every instinct is no, I did not. But my raya, my spirit was like, you better tell the truth. And I sat there and he's just looking at me with his hand pointed at me. And my hands is up. And I said, yeah, man. Yeah. I just came from off the heights. And he looked at me. He said, you just drove this car. You got a white Mercedes and you just drove it from off the heights. You were in a car accident. Now, in my head, I'm like, how in the hell do he know this? It's been 5 minutes I've been in this house. Nobody seen me. Nobody seen me. It was us. Now I forgot about I didn't see the dudes that was smoking weed who told me later. I was later. He saw the car flip over. But nobody seen me. The other little kids, they took off. I got in that car, I took off. In my head, I'm like, how do you know? So I stood there. I said, yes, sir. I said, I was driving. I was going past Briley, and out of nowhere, something just hit me. I don't know what happened. It just hit me hard, bro, and it knocked me into the back seat, and I don't know, bro. I'm like, look, I'm bleeding. I'm like, I don't know. My head hurt. I probably got a concussion. I don't know. I just panicked. So I jumped back in the car, and I took off. And he put his gun down. He dropped the gun. He said, all right, you can put your hands down. He said, are you all right? You need an ambulance? I said, nah, bro. I said, yo, bro, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to leave the scene. I didn't know what to do, bro. Like, I couldn't even think straight. I didn't even know what happened, bro. I ended up in the back seat. They hit me out of nowhere. I'm like, he said, you want to know how I found you? I said, actually, yeah. Right. I said, yeah. He said, I'll be right back. He went around to his car. He opened up his car door, the police car. He's in a blue and white. This is a marked car. He by himself, a black dude. I don't even know him. He opened up his car and he pulled out the back, a bumper. He pulls my whole front bumper from off. Now, I don't know the bumper's missing. I don't know nothing that's wrong with the car. Hold on, stop share, present, share screen, window, bang, share. This bumper right here, from this part, you see this? The whole bottom, the whole front. He pulls this whole bumper out of his back seat. And when he pulls the bumper out, Desiree, he pulls the bumper out and he says, does this look familiar to you? And I'm like, guess what I'm looking at when I look at the bumper? My license plate. Look, you see where the license plate is? That's a license plate. It has a chrome, remember those license plate frames was like a lock. It's like a rope, not a rope chain, but like a lock chain. My license plate is on the bumper. It's still attached to the bumper. So he says, does this look familiar to you? So I'm like, oh crap, my bumper. He said, yeah, with your license plates fully affixed to the front. All he did was run my license plate and he got my address on my house. He said, you took off. He said, you must have been really hurt because you didn't see your bumper was laying on the side. So the thing that was in the accident, so by the time the police came to the scene, he said, I was the cop that got the call. He said, so when I came to the scene, the neighbor said that it was a burgundy car. They took off. It was a bunch of kids and it was a white Mercedes and it took off. And in the street, your bumper was laying right there. It was glass and skid marks and pieces of debris and a big bumper with the big New York. Oh yeah, New York, we got front and back license plates. Absolutely. At all times. You got 2 license plates in New York, front and back. You have to have them. And you have to have inspection stickers in your window and all that. You have to, in New York, if you don't have a front plate, they'll pull you over. Just so you know. So I look and my evidence is right here. I got the whole bumper. So I took the bumper and I wrote it and I came right behind you. And I'm sitting there I said, yo, bro, And he just was kind of laughing about it. It was kind of comical to him, right? So, so I was like, yes, New York, we got a front. That's why you see it on my car right here. It's a front license plate right there on the front and back. We get 2 plates. So I'm sitting there and he's like, yo, bro, you sure you don't need an ambulance? I'm like, nah, man, I'm all right. So he said, man, that Mercedes is nice. And so he said, it's tore up. And I said, I know. And he started walking around the car, so to the driveway. So he walked with me around the driveway with his flashlight. So he flashed, he said, man, that's bad. So I was like, so bro, what's now? You gonna lock me up? He said, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. He said, because you was honest with me. He said, if you wouldn't have told the truth, if you would have continued to lie to me, I was gonna lock you up. He said, but you don't have to worry. He said, there were kids in the other car that hit you. We got that car. He said they didn't have no license. They stole their dad's car. They were joyriding. When we got to the car, he said, when we found the car, they lived on the heights. They were still in the car smoking weed. He said they had mad blunts in the car. He said, so the driver of it, we took him in, but he's a child. He's a minor. They were like 15, 16 and stuff. They were young teenagers. He said they were joyriding. He said they spoke and said, yeah, they smashed into the side of you, so it wasn't your fault. He said, but I could charge you for leaving the scene, but I see how hurt you are and the fact that you were honest. He said, here, take your bumper. He said, go get yourself checked out, make sure you don't have a concussion. He said, all right, be very careful driving. That's a really nice car. He said, take care of yourself. Don't leave the scene of no accidents no more. And I was like, I wanted to say, so you're going to let me go? But I didn't want to say anything. And he started to leave and walk around his car. And he looked back, he said, your bumper, bro, with your license plate. He said, this is a story I got to tell. And he walked around to his car. He got in his car, his police car, started up, and he blew the horn, bim, bim, and he took off down the street. And I'm sitting out there bleeding with my bumper. And I was like, oh, nah, I don't know the Most High. Now I would have been like, thank you, Yah. Thank you, Father. Thank you so much, right? So I go and I pick up the bumper, and now Pam, I can see Pam looking all out the thing, right? And I walk, she opened the front door. She's like, he let you go? I'm like, that's crazy, bro. I'm like, I said, I'm going to tell you. So I bought the bumper in the house. I left it right in the front. We had a front foyer entrance. I put it down on the ground. I went in there. I'm like, man, I'm about to wash up. She's like, all right, I'll roll the blunt. Your sandwiches is made. And we sat down. I told her the story. We smoked a blunt and we watched a movie. And that was the story of a very, very, very violent car accident that could have killed me. But the Most High saved me. He allowed that truck to flip over completely and land on its feet. The Most High saved my life. I had a concussion. I had blood, cuts, swollen, hurt. I was sore for about a week. Of course, I got the car fixed. I was balling. I had a lot of money. But after that, car accidents, it shook me a little bit. It made me, like, even now, from my last car accident, it's like intersections. It's like I look. Car accidents are so violent, like the last one that happened. They take a little piece out of you. They traumatize you. If you're in a really bad one, some people never drive again because they're too traumatized. The Most High saved my life. It was bad. It messed with me. I would have nightmares, but thankful to the Most High. That's my story about when I almost died in a car accident. Another one down. Uncle Yahshua, 25 to life, Testimony TV, keep it functional, The moral of the story, the diddler. Stop share. we close it out. See? Share screen. Window. The moral of the story. I'm sorry. Hold on. I know, Unc. We got to end out. We got to end out with a bang. The moral of the story is the diddler. Stay away from the diddler. The moral of the story, yeah, full body turn at each intersection. Diddy, stay away from drugs, baby oil. Stay away from drinks where people put stuff in your drinks. Stay away from parties. Stay away from people invite you into parties that you don't, man, be careful, careful, careful. All right? Thank you, Zayana. Thank you, family. Be careful. On Wednesday, I got something very, very powerful coming, exposing the real darkness. I got some stuff coming that's not really out online yet of Diddy. First-hand stuff. Y'all see the thumbnail when I put it up. It's going to be very good. Also, the moral of the story, be very careful driving. All intersections. Roberta said, I was slightly PTSD after a car wreck I was in, and somebody hit me out of nowhere. It took me 1 year to get over that at that same intersection. So I was in a car accident. That's why I teach. It's got to be here. Y'all can, well, it blends in. So I still, a year and a half ago, it's been about a year now. I've been teaching ministry since then, full time. The intersection where it almost died. Now to this day, when I go through it, I feel like a deja vu. Like I'm traumatized every time I get to that intersection. I slow up and I look, and I'm like, that's how traumatic that was. I'll bring that out. I did it on the ministry, but it's been a while. I got pictures and everything of the accident. It was life and death. It was bad, bro. It sent me into a brick wall and everything. And it was so violent, bro. Yes, it can traumatize you. Lavia said, COSTCO said they ain't got no Diddy oil. Watch out for Diddy oil. Thank you, Delavisha. Thank you to the Most High for saving my life. A lot of times he saved our life, guys, all of you. Be thankful for whenever he saved your life. Thank you for joining Uncle Yahshua 25 to Life Testimony TV. Another one down, keep it functional. I love you all. Thank you to the ministry. Thank you everybody in New York over on Facebook. Thank you for everybody who joined us in tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Until we meet again, on the next live will be Wednesday. And it's got some real important stuff coming out. Real important stuff. I love y'all. Keep it functional. Keep fighting. Keep fighting the good fight. All right? Y'all know what it is.
Bossy, you know what it is.
All right. I love y'all. 25 to Life Testimony TV. We out. See y'all on the next one. This is 25 to Life with Uncle Yahshua.
You wanna know why they call me Lucky Luce? They call me Luce cause I like to tuck that choochie. All the time on the grind, getting that doochie.
This is a little story on 25 to Life with Uncle Yahshua. Like and subscribe for more incredible stories every week.
Police are on the scene of a triple homicide on Long Island. It happened overnight at a home in Hempstead.
I'm from Hempstead, Parkside, the ghetto, the dark side, strong, the wrong, I think I'm